everybody. Hey, I'm back. I'm doing another one. For those of you who don't know, this is Retro Gamer Ranting. I am your host, Twitch, and I have returned for another session of this voice cast, this vlog, this podcast, whatever it's called. This is Retro Gamer Ranting. And hey, people liked my first one. They said I had a face for radio, and I really want to thank everyone for the comments and the encouragement to do this some more, because I'm a very critical person on my work, and honestly, if no one would have commented, I probably would never have done this again. So I'm glad you guys have, and keep them coming and tell me what you think, and I am so promising that I'm going to do much better and better the more this goes on. Maybe I'll add a little more personality into this. Who knows? Hopefully I put enough of it as it is. Hey, this is episode 2, season 1. I don't know if they do that. Is this a season? I think this is a season. Season 1, I'll go ahead and say that, of Retro Gaming Ranting. It is currently very late. I'm just going to do a quick one today. I had some friends over today. My cousin came over, who I'm just going to nickname Captain Switch. Usually when we play games together and we're on a team, it's Twitch and Switch, Team Glitch. Get it? It's because it's switching, because you put it together, it's Team Glitch. Never mind. Anyway, he's a pretty big gamer too. He's about a generation gap between me and him. So it's quite interesting, of course, talking games with him, because he kind of grew up on the PlayStation, and I grew up on the Nintendo. You know, he grew up on the PlayStation, and he moved on to the PS2, and so on and so forth. And so he has a completely different, I suppose, outlook at video games. He kind of missed the 16-bit era, the 8-bit era, and the no-bit era, pretty much. And so he's big into first-person shooters and real-time strategy and stuff like that. And as I've commented recently, I've got myself a... oh, I hit the thing. Sorry about that little bang back there. I got myself an Xbox from a yard sale, and I ordered Halo and Halo 2, which I am enjoying quite thoroughly. Of course, I've done two things. Another friend of mine, who I'm going to go by the name of Doomian, that's his game name that he used on Halo, at least. I think it's Doomian or Doomnation or Doomian, I don't know. We'll just call him Mr. D, I guess. He came over, and he's a big-time Halo fan, and he promised he'd give me one of his old Xbox controllers, because he only had 3 and I wanted 4, if he was able to come over and play some Halo and Halo 2. And so he came over, and we played Halo 2 co-op and deathmatch, and it was just great fun. Just a wonderful little experience. Co-op is definitely the way to play a Halo game, I think. I don't find myself enjoying it as much, I guess, as single player. It's just one of those things where there's just so much more unpredictability when there's another person in the room. And so he's a big-time Halo fan. He's played them all the way up to Reach. I'm kind of a Halo virgin, if you must. Because I've never played Halo except for maybe a demo on my computer many years ago of the first Halo, and I didn't, I was more into Half-Life and stuff at the time, so I didn't really give a crap, and it was probably quickly deleted off my computer to make room for Unreal Tournament mods and the such. But anyway, I digress. So I guess this was really my first experience playing Halo and Halo 2. I'm kind of a fresh set of eyes, and I really noticed something big between playing with my cousin and my other friend, Mr. D, and Captain Switch, is they had two different outlooks for it. My cousin really wasn't a big fan of it. I mean, he enjoyed playing it. He didn't like the weapons. He enjoyed the gunfights, of course, and he liked multiplayer. But he wasn't real thrilled about it. He thought the first Halo was repetitive, at least in a few states, and frustrating with the fact that I think his comment was you know, he goes, I do believe since this is such high-tech armor, someone should tell the developers, like in other games, anytime you have high-tech armor, you can hold more than 2 guns at a time. So the whole 2 gun thing didn't bode well with him, which it kind of doesn't with me. I grew up playing first-person shooters that allowed you to hold 10 guns at a time, if not more, and at least let me hold 3 to 4 weapons at a time, because there's just so many moments where I just get stuck behind knowing I'm going to go through a door full of bad guys, and I'm stuck with just crappy weapons and no ammo for it, or no ammo for the good weapons that I like, and the only weapons around me are the crappy ones that I don't like to use. So, so I kind of see that there. And like I said, he thought it was kind of repetitive. He kind of liked when towards the middle, when the flood showed up. He enjoyed that a little bit more because of a little more unpredictability thrown into the mix. But for the most part, he not a huge fan. Where on the other hand, of course, the hardcore Halo player, Mr. D, he basically loved every bit of it. He loves the story. He loves the weapons. He can tell you and compare and contrast the differences between Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, and Reach, and what they did to change things, what they did to took out, what they put back in, what they learned, what they didn't learn, everything like that. So, my cousin, he ended up playing a couple different Halos in the past. Not Halo 1, he ended up playing like Halo 2, and apparently he played Halo 3 at a friend's house or something like that. So it's kind of seeing the two different sides, someone who completely loves the Halo series, and person who has a love-hate relationship with it. I'm sort of in the middle ground. Probably, I don't know, I guess I kind of am now, but I want to come back and do a kind of a retrospective on the first Halo and Halo 2, and kind of how it bodes with the history of first-person shooters and what it did to first-person shooters and all that good stuff. I did realize that they didn't break ground everywhere. They did take a lot from other games as well. The Flood is very suspiciously similar to the kind of head crab-like creatures from Half-Life, and you kind of do see a lot where they borrow a lot from Half-Life and Unreal Tournament and the such. And so, for those of you where Halo was your first-person shooter, which for a lot of people it was, a lot of this stuff did come before. They did do a lot of stuff that was new, but a lot of this stuff did come before. My personal opinion, like I said, I haven't completely played through the campaigns yet. I'm halfway through with the first Halo, and just sort of starting with the second one. I've mostly been doing multiplayer with Halo 2. And like I said, I enjoy multiplayer immensely. I enjoy the controls. It's the best controls I've had to use using a gamepad. So that was kind of nice, and I was able to go toe-to-toe with an expert and hold my own for the most part with it, and I think that's pretty decent. Now, I still prefer the mouse and keyboard over anything when it comes to first-person shooters, but, so it depends on, what kind of a first-person shooter experience. It's definitely probably in my top 10 for best first-person shooters thus far, until something happens that really pisses me off. It's not in my top 5, I don't think. Maybe it might be at the end, I'm not sure, but it's definitely not my number 1. That goes to Duke Nukem 3D and or Half-Life, which, I'll probably do a top 5 list of my favorite first-person shooters eventually, and that kind of gave away my top 2 right there, at least. But, I figured I couldn't do a top 5 of my favorite first-person shooters without diving into Halo, because there's way too many fans out there who would just think it was a grave tragedy that I didn't play Halo. And I honestly believe it. And to this day, I bucked, until recently, I just bucked every inch of playing it. I never wanted an Xbox. I didn't want to play Halo. Every other first-person shooter I ever played was better and than that, and I knew it in my head, and it's not true. It is a good game. It's too bad it's on a Microsoft console. I still am a little bitter at Microsoft, but I do own a console now, secondhand, of course. So I didn't, I guess, directly give the money to Microsoft, so that makes me feel a little better. But it is a good game, and there's a lot of deja vu with it. I always kind of feel like I've played certain parts before, whether it be Half-Life or even more recent games like The Conduit, which borrows, from what I realized, borrows very heavily from Halo, which, because I never played Halo that much beforehand, I didn't realize that the game like The Conduit on the Wii just really verbatim ripped off a lot of stuff, even the guns, like the pistol in The Conduit is kind of very much overpowered, especially in multiplayer sometimes, kind of like how it is on Halo, at least the first one. The second one, it's kind of dumbed down a bit. And even some of the weapons seem a little more familiar, and the fact that you can hold different kinds of grenades, only 2 weapons at a time, blah, blah, blah. So there's a lot of similarities between that, and it's for a good reason, because they're trying to copy Halo, because that's the best right now. That's what people believe is the best right now. And so that's what they're trying to do. And they're doing it some more with Conduit 2. If you look at the previews and you look at ODST and Halo Reach, you notice that they're trying to do a lot of the things that Halo ODST and Halo Reach did, and copying things from Call of Duty, the Call of Duty franchise for Conduit 2. So they're trying to, of course, borrow from the best to make their game the best. They're going to have customizable armor, and they're going to have unlockable perk systems that allow you to do certain things, and all that kind of stuff. So, but, obviously, it's all for a reason, because when something good comes, the same thing happened with Doom. When a good game comes out, it basically all the competition tries to outdo it. They make the same game, only add a few different things to it to make it their own, So who knows? Hopefully, and I honestly hope Conduit 2 does rip off all the good parts of the Halo games and Call of Duty games, because I want a really good first-person shooter on the Wii. And GoldenEye looks great, but of course it's not going to be the complete package, but it's still going to be fun, at least from a multiplayer standpoint. And single player looks epic too. So I'm kind of hoping Conduit 2 will kind of be the Halo of the Wii world. Dare I say that? So yeah, I'll have more thoughts on Halo as I finish the campaign and do more multiplayer. I'm still on the fence with it. I think it's a great game, and and this is all old news to Halo fans, of course. They're all playing Halo Reach, and I'm just diving into Halo 1 and 2, so they're probably rolling their eyes. But hey, I can't really do much about it. So yeah. I already did a question of the week for my last podcast, and honestly, it didn't really go over well. So I'm going to hold off and maybe do some more some other time. But I'm going to let you go for now. I just want to do some quick thoughts. And as always, I want to hear back from you your thoughts about Halo or how you think this is going. And until next time, gaming fans, keep playing. This is Twitch.